Friends, normally on this channel, I'll make videos around 3D game art and tutorials and things like that. Not today though. Today we're going to be talking about AI art. AI art sucks balls. Big hot fucking take. How brave of me, I know. At some point in like the early 2020s, some dude blew the whistle on Google's AI model. Everyone thought he was batshit crazy. Then sometime later, ChatGPT came out and took the world by storm. I'm not sure if this is factually correct. This is just something I heard somewhere on the internet. I'm running with it. It was a fun novelty little thing that you could have conversations with. You know, you could talk about aliens, you could talk about philosophy, you could ask it to write your high school essay, you could even put all your symptoms in and ask it if you had like an ADHD or some shit. Despite seemingly having the answer to absolutely everything and being called artificial intelligence, LLMs are dumb as shit. Since becoming publicly available, AI has been moving fast and evolving even faster. It feels like every week a new AI model comes out, and all the old AI models are just getting upgrades constantly. Going through enough water to make Nestle literally come in their pants, raising the electricity prices on unsuspecting residents, AI is just a shady as fuck industry. But I'm not here to write a goddamn video essay. There's much smarter people who have covered this topic a million times before. I'm here to just talk about AI and art. Now on this channel, I tend to make a few tutorials for 3D game art as well as textures, as well as I just document my learning journey in pursuit of becoming a 3D game artist. But it's almost a guarantee at this point that every time I upload a new video, some dude is in the comments rambling about how AI can do the exact same shit. It's really hard for me to articulate why this just feels so wrong, but I'm going to try and explain. Now, in the artistic world, AI is a very touchy subject. You either hate it with a passion or you're trying to embrace it in one way or another. I personally use AI in my everyday life. I have a job outside of YouTube that has nothing to do with the content that I create. It's a Spanish-speaking job. My Spanish isn't that great, and I use it to help me translate documents, draft up emails, things of that nature. But when it comes to using AI for art, don't do that. Here's a list of reasons why. Number one, it looks like shit. Now, if you've spent more than 5 minutes on TikTok, then you've probably scrolled past one or two AI videos. Generally, for me, it's like some cat pulling some weirdly human-like facial expressions, trying to act all cute. It's not fucking cute, it's weird. I don't know why these exist. You're not fooling anyone but boomers. Why are they here? AI art just has this weird, uncanny feeling about it. It's like the lighting's not quite right. Every surface is like weirdly perfect and smooth. And for some reason, it's always blurry and out of focus, but fucking crystal clear and sharp at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. It looks like ass. There's just like no real consistency to it. And admittedly, it is getting harder to differentiate AI art from reality. But at the end of the day, there's always a tell and it's just slop. Point number two, it's slop. Now, call me old school for having this take, but anything worth doing is not going to be easy. I get it, art is difficult. There's a million different fields that you can go down for art and each field is a bloody mountain to climb. I mean, just look at me. I've got over 4,000 hours in Blender. I still don't know how to model a gun, but that's the beauty of it, because in 4,000 more hours, maybe I'll just get around to it and then I'll learn how to model a gun and it'll be something that I can genuinely be proud of. But you're never going to be respected as an artist if you're not making art. And that's what makes it so impressive, is the skill it takes to create something. You know, the time and effort that it takes to model a character or texture an environment, because people appreciate effort, especially when the end result reflects that effort. Now, I saw a post on Reddit the other day. It was a screenshot of a post from Twitter, but whatever. It said something along the lines of, if AI art has the same value as reality, then why aren't we all watching AI sports? And I feel like that perspective really scratches the core of the issue here. Sports are fun to watch because they display the best of the best that we have to offer in terms of athletes. It's impressive to watch a boxer take the equivalent of a car crash to the face and still standing on his 2 feet, because that's fucking crazy. Come on. But then also watching that boxer duck and weave out of punches and not knowing if he's about to get hit, like that is intense, it's sick, I love it. But AI art doesn't require any effort and it's just not impressive. You know, there's a reason why we aren't all flocking to the cinemas to watch AI generated movies, or why AI games aren't crushing the Steam charts. It's because it's not real, it's fake, and it's just like there's no value in it, you know? You know, anyone can open up an AI model, type in some prompts and have it spit out some images at you. It can write you a script in literal seconds, but where's the value in that? But that's the thing, if you don't have any skills to provide, no one's gonna value your work because it's not your work. which kind of leads me into my next point. Point number 3, it steals from other artists. You know, imagine you've spent your entire life dedicated to learning your craft. The time and effort that you've put in, the sacrifices that you've made to get really good, only to make something really good, put it on the internet to show people, and then some an AI model just comes along, scrapes it, steals it, plagiarizes it, and you don't even get any credit. You know, no permission, no consent, no compensation or recognition, just a giant middle finger saying fuck you while some dweeb on Fiverr is making money using a AI model that was trained off of your artwork. Like, is that not fucked up? You know, I hear the argument a lot of, oh, that's just the way the world works. You can either adapt or fail. And it's like, you can suck my like, yeah, the world is evolving. There's always going to be disruptive tech coming in and just shaking things up. But just because a bunch of old senile fucks who don't understand how technology works can't keep up with the way the world is moving, doesn't mean it's acceptable. At the end of the day, plagiarism is plagiarism, whether it's done by a computer or a human. But now we have like AI music that's dominating Spotify. We have AI videos that is exploiting our attention on YouTube, and we're just all okay with this? What the f? Like, AI is just taking over every corner of the internet, and the original artists are just getting absolutely fisted. Number 4, it's unsatisfying. When I make a video for YouTube, it normally has a very specific purpose, whether it's to teach you something or entertain you in some sort of way. And while these videos may look pretty low effort, I can tell you that I put a lot of effort into these. For example, let's say I want to make a tutorial. I'll brainstorm ideas on things that I want to make the tutorial on. I'll make that thing myself in Blender or Photoshop. I'll document everything and then write a script around that. Then I'll record myself doing the script. Then I'll record myself doing the actions inside of the software that I'm trying to teach. I'll do this, I'll do that, edit it, and everything in between. But once all is said and done, I'll upload it to the internet to show the world, and there will just be that one dude in the comment section be like, hey, I can do this. Like, yeah, no fucking shit. The reason why I make 3D art and do content on YouTube is because I have a very specific goal that I want to try and achieve at life. I want to make games. I want to impress people with my art. I want to turn this into a career someday. You know, I want to create something and have a form of expression. You know, I really enjoy learning and teaching and trying to be entertaining, I guess. But the entire process of creating is just so therapeutic. And in the end, you have something that you can be proud of whilst also working towards something. You know, additionally, I make videos because I want to try and give back in what little way that I can. And why would I trade that for something that isn't even real? All right, so my closing thoughts. AI is here to stay, whether we like it or not. It's a great tool with a lot of capabilities, and there's always going to be experimental projects that try and bridge the gap between human art and AI art, but I don't think AI will ever be accepted as an artistic entity. Art is not easy, and it's going to take years of dedication and active learning to try and get good at something. But trying to cheese your way out of that with AI is not the solution to that problem. You know, there's arguments to be made that AI can be incorporated into artistic workflows and help you out, but at the end of the day, it's only going to get you so far. You know, if you don't have any skills, you have no value to provide. No studio is going to hire you, no one's going to buy your game, and no one is going to respect you as an artist because it's not your art. You know, it's the work of countless artists who have had their work scraped, stolen, and plagiarized just so that you can be sold the illusion that you're an artist. You know, if you want to make a game or work on an artistic project, you're gonna have to put in the hours. You know, it's easy for us to sit back and look at highly talented artists and be like, wow, they're so talented and gifted, I wish I could be like that. I don't believe talent's a thing. I think it just comes down to hard work and dedication. You know, look at Cyberpunk, for example. That was not a game that was created by a group of very talented people. That was a game that was developed by a group of hardworking people who have put in the hours to get as good as they are. You know, putting things down to talent is just simply undermining the amount of hard work and dedication someone has put into their craft. It's not talent, it's hard work. Work your fucking ass off. Stop being such a pussy. Anyway, that about wraps up this video. If you like this style of content, I've made a second channel where I'll be doing more opinion-based rants. I just want to sort of keep this channel exclusive to 3D game art stuff and tutorials and whatnot. I'll leave a link to the second channel if you want to go subscribe to that and watch that sort of stuff. I'll leave a link to my Patreon if you want to give me money. And I'll also leave a link to my Discord if you want to come join the Discord and be a part of a game dev community. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to help me out in the algorithm, and thanks for watching. Bye.